There we go.
This is my heat sheet system. Basically how it works, what we're doing is we are liquid cooling the hot gas on an AC unit. We divert that hot gas from the condenser over to this heat exchanger right here. Now, we liquid cool that gas with a circulating pump and basically a closed water cycle that starts at the heat exchanger and then travels through this indirect water tank. This indirect water tank has a spiraling system of ductwork inside, and your incoming water bathes around that ductwork. Well, as we create this heated water circuit to cool the gas, the water inside this circuit becomes in the range of 135 to 140 degrees. It then transfers that heat into the incoming water supply at about 125 gallons or 125 degrees at up to 350 gallons an hour. So then this tank supplies the existing water tank in a restaurant with preheated hot water. And in many cases, we can supply up to 100% of their hot water needs with our system. Saving, for instance, this one's going into TGI Fridays. We project saving them about $600 to $700 a month. And it's going out to Laguna Beach where they have their AC unit on practically all year round. So this system will cost them in the neighborhood of $8,000 installed, and it'll have a return on investment of about 14 months. Not bad. We have 75 locations. This pilot will be proved out in the next 2 weeks, and then they will put them in the corporate stores. We can also hook up, we're working on a secondary function of this system that will create heat for the building in the winter months.
Through radiant heat?
It's by using heat pumps, actually.
Right, okay.
Yep. So we've got a dual system. For the south, they'll probably stay with the single system, but up north, they'll want year-round savings, and they'll go to the dual system up north. And that's about
What about heating the pools? How about heating the pools?
Absolutely. That's how I got started. This is the pool version right here.
Stay away from, okay.
So this is the pool version. You don't need to have a tank because you can go direct into the pool water from the heat exchanger by law. We had to have that tank to insulate against potential for poisoning drinking water. But this was where I originally designed the heat sheet system, was for swimming pools, and the same thing goes here. We cool the gas from the AC unit, send it back cooled with the pool, from the pool water. The end result is that we get 140 degree water at a rate of about 8 gallons per minute that mixes in with the rest of the filtration. Now, we've had one in service for over 3 years, and it provides for a 35,000 gallon swimming pool. We're able to maintain mid-80s with regular AC use, saving our customer in the neighborhood of $300 a month. This system installs for right around $4,000 and has an ROI of typically 3 years or less. And that's how it started.
Is that Michigan numbers or is that Florida?
Michigan. That's Michigan numbers.
All right.
So you'll do better in the warmer
Florida,
climates.
Arizona, Texas, yeah.
Warmer climates, the more you use your AC, the more
That's
you
a
save.
heat sheet for home personal
This
pool
is for-
use.
this is
Or any
for
pool,
pools.
commercial
Yes,
pool.
any pools.
Now you said something about this could be drinking water now because you have it in this kind of.
This is potable. This
Potable, yeah, that's
potable
what-
water.
All right.
And that's why we had to go with the tank to get through the laws. Basically, that gas is poison, and what we're guarding against here is a breach at the heat exchanger, so that they're not getting any contamination, because this insulates that from that possibility.
Okay.
So you have a second level of protection.
Separate unit,
And
yep.
that's how I got my patent through, so I could meet federal regulations and standards. So we had to add this special tank, which is an expensive cog in the wheel, obviously.
So this is $8,000 to $10,000 installed. Like a restaurant would have how many of these? One or two?
One.
How about a hotel with a pool, laundry room, and a
They could have multiple units and save a whole bunch of money. Absolutely.
apartment complex? With,
Apartment complexes.
do they provide shower water and dishwasher?
Absolutely.